that he has no intention of retiring and sitting down. Now, if you know Jerry the way I do, and the way most of us in this room know, retirement to Jerry is not what we think of as retirement to us. For those of you that do not know, Jerry came to Mississippi State after a full career with the EPA. While working for the Environmental Protection Agency, Jerry went back and completed his PhD from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. And then after retirement from the federal government, he chose us. He chose Mississippi State to start his second career in academia. Jerry's now spent the last 15 years here at Mississippi State. I'm going to embarrass you here for a minute, Jerry, but in those 15 years, he has won the department's Outstanding Professor Teaching Award as voted on by the graduate students, not by the faculty, the students, 5 times. He has served the department as the graduate coordinator, which meant he worked with the master's and the PhD students. He served this university as vice president of the faculty senate, and later he became president of the faculty senate. Now, I want to say in front of everyone here today that I've learned a great deal from Jerry Emison over the past 10 plus years that we've worked together. And I can definitely call him a colleague and a friend. Jerry, you've also inspired, you've educated, and you've encouraged countless numbers of students, faculty throughout your time here, and a lot of them are here today. But especially those students who you served as their dissertation director. We as professors, we may think sometimes that students are not listening and they really don't care. We've had those conversations. But usually we're wrong. Most of the time, they are taking in our advice. They're using what we teach them well into the future. And Jerry has directed over a dozen dissertations in his time here. And one of those students that he directed their dissertation wanted me to read a letter to him. So Jerry, this says, "Dear Jerry, congratulations on your retirement. It's been very different task writing this letter because it's hard for me to think of Mississippi State and the department without you and the impact you've had on everybody's lives. I can't really talk about it though because things like this are sappy and they get me stuffed up and I don't want to do that. What I do well though is plan, which might have to do something with the planning class that I took under you a few years ago. So as I plan my own retirement in a few short years, I've included below some advice I'd like to share with you. First, don't fail at retirement. It sounds obvious, but take it from a spouse of the current chancellor at the University of Alaska, Anchorage. Sam had an epic retirement failure, and he hopes to change this soon. So don't fail. Number 2, find some place with just a touch of winter so that you can appreciate the warmth. And I don't know your plans, if your plans are to stay in Starkville or not, but I'm thinking that I hear grandchildren calling. But if you do succumb to moving, a little winter never hurts anyone. I'm spending my retirement in northern New York, so I can talk about that. 3, travel. I don't need to say anymore. And 4, finally, don't ever forget the impact that you have on countless lives as a teacher, as a mentor, and as a friend. Remember how you changed the world for better. You changed my life by helping me achieve my goal that I only dreamed about before I met you. You changed the trajectory of Daniel's life by sending him in a different direction he didn't even think was possible. And now that all the students and colleagues and friends you've taught and mentored, along with the way you can only begin to make a difference, remember this. And again, congratulations on your retirement. Enjoy it with Miss Donna and the family. Always think of MSU fondly, and Jerry, don't fail at retirement. Hail State from Aaron Holmes. Now, I thought that was a good letter to read.
That is.
But there's a different reason I chose that letter to read. What you don't know. Erin and her family would like to show their gratitude to you by establishing an endowment in your honor that will be awarded to students that are double majoring in political science and engineering. It's going to be called the Dr. Gerald A. Emison Endowed Scholarship, and your legacy will remain on campus for years to come. Now also, it's a custom in our department, when someone retires, we like to give them a rocking chair. And some of you in this room have received that rocking chair from our department. However, as I've already said, Jerry has informed me he has no intention of retiring completely, and he told me, I don't want a rocking chair. So we decided to go ahead and buy him a captain's chair. So Jerry, when you work on your next book, here's your captain's chair that you can sit on. Instead of rocking, you can write and work from that chair. On behalf of the department, congratulations. And I'm going to go ahead and give Jerry his present. But if anyone else would like to come up and say a few words, please feel to do so. And then I think when we get finished, Jerry's asked if he could have just a few minutes of our time to say a few words to you guys. Thank you.